What's up, everybody? It's your man Gillis the Kid. I'm back with another video, and this time I'm going to be showing you the BlackBerry KEYone from AT&T. Now, AT&T made an exclusive deal with BlackBerry to get this phone in limited edition black. There are 3 different kinds of these phones that came out, and I'm going to be going over that in a minute. So, number 1, when the phone first came out, it came out on May 31st, and then it was released on Amazon and Best Buy. You could buy the phone unlocked. I think it was like $600 something like that, but they were sold out. So Sprint, I guess they made a deal, and they became like the first US carrier to get this phone, but they got the silver edition. This is limited edition black. So we're going to take a look at this. This is my first time actually like unboxing this phone. So let's see how I cut it recently. Just wanted to make sure. So AT&T, they brought out this limited edition black, but it's not to be confused with the limited edition black version that came out in India. So here are the different versions. Number 1, you got the unlocked version from Amazon and Best Buy and Sprint. That phone is a silver phone. It's silver and black. It comes with 32 gigs of storage, and it comes with 3 gigs of RAM. So the other phone that came out in India is like a limited edition black, and that came out with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, and it also has a dual SIM card slot. Now, a dual SIM card slot is good for people when they're traveling and they don't have to worry about carrying around a micro SD card. So that's one of the reasons why India got that limited edition. Now, this phone from AT&T is also a limited edition black. The only difference is it has the same specs as the one that Sprint sells. So this phone has 32 gigs of storage. It has 3 gigs of RAM, and it's black. So that's pretty much the difference between those phones right there. So let's open this up. Now, BlackBerry now runs Android. So any BlackBerry phone you get in 2017 and beyond will run Android. And like I said, the company TCL now they now distribute the new BlackBerry phones. So, but this phone right here was pretty much made by the original company BlackBerry. So TLC made this, and now they're selling it, which is pretty good. So, oh wow. So the first thing you're going to notice is the weight of this thing. It's not too heavy, but as soon as you pick it up, you can see the weight on this thing. Now, just like my other unboxing videos, I'm going to show you everything about the phone and where it's located and how it works. So you got your device right here. Let's take a look in the box. So you got your usual manual that comes with it. It teaches you like how to use the phone and whatnot. Nobody never reads that stuff. You got your SIM card. You got some more junk that comes in here. Now this is a quick charge adapter. You have, what is this? Headphones. Okay, you got your BlackBerry style headphones, which looks like that. It also comes with a little rubber. You got some more rubber style headphones. They give you your SIM injection tool. Now this is a USB Type-C, so that's really good. I see BlackBerry stepped up their game in that department. So we're gonna put this back in here. What else do they have in here? What the heck is this? Nope, that's it. So that's pretty much that comes into the box. I remember when the BlackBerry Priv came out, they didn't even give you headphones, and that phone was $720. So that's good. They give you headphones. I'm glad. I own Beats. If you have like wireless headphones, some people don't care, but I do want to let you know that this phone does have a headphone jack, so that's pretty good. Now, this display on this screen is a 4.5 inch. So if you have an iPhone 7, then you're basically getting the same size screen. I think the iPhone 7 is what, like 4.7. This is 4.5. So with this, you're basically getting the same size screen as you would on an iPhone 7. So that's really good. And an iPhone 7 is not really too big. It's really not too bigger than this phone. So let's look on the back here. What the heck? Alright. Now on the back you can see it's got the grip on it. AT&T likes to put their logo on everything, so you can see the AT&T logo right there. Now this phone also has a fingerprint scanner, and this is probably the best place to put a fingerprint scanner, right here on the space bar. That's where your fingerprint scanner is. You also have, if you look right here on the back, it's a 12 megapixel rear camera. It shoots in 4K video at 30 frames per second, and it's got the dual lens. This sensor is the same from the Google Pixel. Now, it's probably not going to take photos like the Google Pixel, but it is the same sensor in that phone. It also has a smart keyboard, and I do have to say that this keyboard feels absolutely amazing. It's sort of like the classic, but it's a little bit bigger. So if you have big fingers, then you're gonna love this keyboard. And it's set just right, so when you hold the device, you know, you can type a little bit better. But that's the best place to put a fingerprint scanner, right there on the face bar. It would probably be out of place if they put it on the back. Now, the next thing... Oh, one more thing I want to tell you. So, what I mean by smart keyboard is you can actually swipe on the keyboard and move the screen up and down. So, in most full screen devices, you have to swipe up and swipe down on the screen, but with this you can just use the keyboard and you can scroll the screen up and down while you're reading. Now this phone has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 625. It's an octa-core processor, and the good thing about the 625 processor is that it saves on battery life. So that's another thing that I want to test out. Everyone's been telling me that the battery is amazing. I've seen some people on Twitter saying that the battery lasts for like 2 days. So I'm definitely going to test that out. It also has expandable memory. So let's find that. Let me see where the SIM card... Okay. So right here, This is where the SIM card goes and the micro SD card slot right there. Now internally this phone has 32 gigs of storage. It has 3 gigs of RAM, and it's expandable up to like a 2 terabyte SD card. I've never seen a 2 terabyte SD card, but if you can get your hands on one, good for you. I have a 64 gig SD card, so that's plenty of storage space for me. Now if you look right here, this phone also has a USB Type-C, so that's really good. Most high-end flagships today have a USB Type-C because it charges and sends data faster. It also features quick charge, so this can pretty much charge your phone in 30 minutes up to 50%. Now this phone has a 3500 milliamp non-removable battery. You can't remove the battery, but it is really big. It also has a convenience key, which is located right under the volume rockers. Now a convenience key is basically for, let's say if you wanted to take a picture and you didn't want to hit the camera app and go into it. All you got to do is hit this convenience key and your camera comes up. So that's really useful thing to have. Think of the Bixby button, but on here it's more productive because you can actually use it for something that you want to use it for, instead of a voice, just being a voice assistant. Now I do hear that you can assign other apps to the convenience key, so that's going to be a really good feature. And of course it has all of the BlackBerry DTech apps and everything that the Priv had for security. Now let's take a look at the back again. So it's already getting smudges, but I do like this grippy back to it because as you're holding it, it doesn't slip out of your hand, and the top is just right. Everything is rounded. Like you can see the bottom is rounded, the sides are rounded. The only thing that's flat is the top, where you have like the little microphone, and then you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right there. So that's pretty good. I'm loving the headphone jack. I'm not a big fan of these companies removing the headphone jack and making you buy wireless headphones. Now you can buy this phone unlocked for like $600 if you want. Or you can go online at AT&T and you can buy this phone. And I'm going to tell you why it's a good idea to get these phones unlocked. Number one, if you have an unlocked phone and you want to travel, you can put another SIM card in it. Now, the Indian version of this phone has the dual SIM card. So you can put 2 carrier SIM cards in it and use it wherever you go. And that's another reason why they had 64 gigs of storage, because when you have 2 SIM cards in your phone, you can't put an SD card in there. Now, I went on AT&T.com and you can buy this phone outright for $500. Now, all my other phones was from either AT&T or T-Mobile. And the reason why I only deal with these 2 companies is because they have a GSM network. Now, a GSM network means you can use either AT&T or T-Mobile or any other network in the world. Most of the world uses a GSM network. Now, Sprint and Verizon uses a CDM network, so this phone won't work on Sprint or Verizon. Now, I can get this phone unlocked, and I can use it on T-Mobile. Now, if this was a T-Mobile phone, I can get it unlocked and use it on AT&T. So that's why I only deal with T-Mobile and AT&T, because you can get their phones unlocked and use it on any network that you want. Now, one of the requirements of getting your phone unlocked is you have to own your device. I went online and I bought this for $500. So now I own this phone. So all I got to do is go to AT&T/unlock. They'll give me a code to my email. I punch it in, and voila, I got an unlocked phone. So that is one of the requirements. So if you want this phone and it's sold out online at Amazon or Best Buy, don't worry, because you can go to AT&T and get this. You just got to pay the full price to get it unlocked. Now, one of the last things I want to show you is where everything is located again. So, right here on the left side, they got the power button. Now, on the top, you got your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. There's a little dot right here for the microphone, like you can hear and everything. And then they got your speaker right here on the front. This is a 8 megapixel camera on the front. You got your LED light and your sensor right there. Now, this is what the keys look like. So the phone is not on, but they show you where everything is, like the back button, home button, and the switch your apps around. And then you have your query keyboard right here. Feels absolutely amazing. The space bar, everything is in a good spot. It's really like clicky. Like you don't really hear it click, but you can feel it when you press it. And the space bar is it's like edged up a little bit, and it feels really good. And then at the bottom you got the let me see if I can focus this. You got your USB Type-C. You got your speaker. I believe this is the speaker right here. And then they have the microphone. One of these is the speaker and one is the microphone. That's all I know. You got your convenience key right here. And then you got your up and down volume rockers. And then that's your SIM tray right here. And then on the back you got your large 12 megapixel camera. And this also shoots 4K video. So there you have it. Like I said, if you want to get this unlocked, all you got to do is buy your phone. And you can go online, request a code, and then you can get it unlocked. And you can use this phone on T-Mobile if you want. So I guess that's all I can say about this. I mean, it looks great. Everything is black, like the back, the top, the sides, everything. Like it's black. So, but the one thing I want to test out is that battery, because a lot of phones, they have these amazing displays and the battery just never holds up. Oh, by the way, this is a LCD display. It's an LCD display, 1620 by 1080. And I've actually played around with the other version of this phone, and it's really nice. So I can't wait to try this out. I'm gonna put my SIM card in there, and then I'm gonna use this phone for maybe about 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna have a full review, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how this phone performs under pressure. I'll open up a lot of apps. I'll stream some music. I'll make some calls, test the call quality out, see how well it charges, everything. You know how I do. So, I mean, that's all I have for you right now. Like I said, this device is only $500, so it falls into like the medium range category. If you want to save some money and you don't want to spend a lot, this is a really great device to get. It feels wonderful in your hands. It's a really nice size, and you know, it has a keyboard. So if you're an old school player, or you own a business, if you've ever had a BlackBerry in the past, you know exactly how to use one. Might be a little different coming from a full screen back to a keyboard, but I'm telling you, it feels absolutely amazing. But I'm going to have a full review coming up in 2 weeks. I'm going to leave the video to you guys right here. If you have any questions, you know, put them down into the comments. I'll drop a link down below to where you can buy this phone. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.